Okay, what's up, man? What's your name? Where
Yo,
you
what's
from?
up? My name is Akunna. I'm an artist from Nijmegen, Netherlands. I'm currently 23 years old. We out here doing our thing every single day,
Yup.
making music every single day, grinding, trying to make it happen. So yeah,
We're here to talk about your new and latest project.
yup, love music.
Exactly.
That's right,
Can you walk us through the concept behind it?
right. So the concept was, it started off as an ambient project, and the idea behind it was to have like a certain type of beats. These beats, they're like really inspired by people like Retta and like Lancey, UK nigga. Shout out to Lancey. And it's supposed to be like this. You listen to it, and it's supposed to be super hypnotic, like not your typical 808 trap sounds, for an example, that people would generally use. More so like these longer basses and these like winding atmospheres, and then you'll have like the hi-hats to keep you in the flow. Like I experimented, I experimented like a lot with the sound, and there's so many other kind of subgenres, because the sound itself is called love music, which is also what I named the project after. And as I said, it's a specific sound that came from, I'd say at least the person I know who did it before me, let me pay my homage right now, is Reda. I've been using like these kind of super trap, it's called super trap also, these kind of super trap beats, and then I came onto, I found out about like love music, and then you have also other parts of it, which is like Cinematrix. You have something called Trance X. You have you have all these different subcategories, and love music, I would say for me, was the nicest at the time, because it was like the perfect balance of ambience and trap. I felt like the others, like Trance X, is very almost like dubstep like with its electronic like sounds, and usually like the snare is like super hard hitting. But for love music, I really wanted to create like this hypnotic, calming but still intriguing vibe. That's what I liked about it so much, that it was ambient but it had personality, you know. So like the concept, at least sound-wise, was that.
And what was the starting point for you? Was it an idea, a feeling, or a particular sound?
Yeah, it was. The first song I made was Birds. I think it was Birds.
I don't even like to speak these days, I don't feel heard. Retribution is free, revenge comes swift that I burn. Respect can come for free, I don't butcher my soul. Was Mason Margiela I want, I get it myself. Yeah, I just keep jacking me off, I just keep feeling myself. That side they only want list, I take them straight to hell.
Yeah, I made Birds, and I made another song that I ended up never releasing. I really wanted to release it, but I ended up never releasing it.
What happened?
It wasn't good enough. It's that simple. I liked it a lot, but it didn't have that gripping effect, because that's what I'm looking for.
Pause.
I was about to say it did have that effect. You know, that the like when you're listening to it, it just captures you. It didn't have that. Even though I thought it was a good song, so I never dropped it. But Birds
So
was
it didn't meet the standard of the project.
nah, like
Got it.
yeah, I made a ton of songs for the project, and like only 8 songs made the cut. I was making songs from like November until March, probably March, April. So it's a lot of songs. It's a lot of really great songs that did not make the cut. But again, the starting point I think was Birds. I made it, and I experimented with some other sounds around that time too. But Birds was it was so hypnotic. The beat is super simple, and like the bass has like this simple melody. It has like 3 parts to it, and it just repeats throughout the whole song. And it's so hypnotic and so loopy. I fell in love with it, and I started rapping on the beat, and the verse, it just came out. It was just there, you know. So I looked at myself and I was like, maybe this is a sound that I want to continue with. Like, what can I actually do with this? Wow, how can I expand on this? And for a long time, I couldn't. So I think I made Birds around October, November, and then December and January was a pretty dry month for me. I continued to make music, but I wasn't really experimenting with the sound like that. And it was only like at the start of January, February, where it started making sense. I started realizing, okay, I want to make something, as I just said, that's ambient, with some kind of personality, that has these elements of hypnosis, and there's like just this soundscape of ambience. Yeah, there's no real way to describe it, but
okay. So it was a certain sound.
Yeah.
And was it a specific theme as well, or
a theme?
Or like a message?
A message.
Or was it just the sound?
No, it was also a message, but the way that I think about music, I think the message comes after the music and not before. So when I make something, I try to have the message. I try to be as authentic as possible. And I know by being authentic first, then the message will come later. So I made the project, and I picked the songs that made sense, that fit into the project. Also thematically, like content-wise, I guess, the content of the lyrics, there's a lot of love inside it, clearly. But I touch on a lot of different topics in the album itself. I touch on nihilism. Like in the first song, there's some bars that I talk about the fact that sometimes I'm shocked about the way that we talk about the world now. Like, it's as if it doesn't matter that shit is so fucked up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I touch on love and love music. Like, even though at the time I wasn't necessarily seeing anybody, I was in the studio and I felt I was I was off some shit, and I felt so much love in that moment. I just needed to make a song about love, and I did, and it turned into love music. Okay, fabulous.
Supersonic.
Yeah. My twins. My twins. This life I don't even want to describe it. You're a princess girl just like my twin. I put my soul in your eyes. I give my heart to emotion. Your hands gon' stroke me unconscious. These pants are fly like a muff. With Glide, I was in the studio with my boy Young Wazy. Shout out Young Wazy. That's my boy. And recently, a rapper I knew had died. His name was Daru Baby. And he's a rapper from America, and he got killed. And I remember just thinking about the cycle of revenge, and how people just keep dying, you know what I'm saying? And it just keeps, in a way, it's so tragic, but it's also the cycle, you know? It's the cycle of violence. People die, people are mad about it, more people die. So the start of Glide, I wrote that because of that. That's what inspired me. Like, I was really thinking about, the cycle of violence.
Is that the most personal track on the album to you?
No, for me, it's definitely Love Music.
All right.
That track touched me. Pause. That track touched me in a way that no other track has for me. I feel like that song means the most to me. Every time I listen to it, I remember exactly how I felt. Like, I'll describe it to you. I'm making the song. So I was in the studio. Right. And I had actually skipped over this beat. This beat was made by Fivelex and Stacy Codone. I had skipped over this beat before because I thought it was boring. I didn't like it at first, but I had it downloaded. And I was looking for a beat to record on. And then I came across it again. And I was like, wait. And I listened to it. And the beat has this hypnotic quality to it, with like the vocal ringing out in the background. And again, like the 808s almost sound like they're reversed. The way like it sounds like it's coming up. And just the beat is so simple, and I think it has some guitar, like some very, very light guitar in the background also. And these were elements that I was not paying attention to at first, but when I listened to it again in the studio, it just, and then everything just made sense. It all just came together. I pulled the beat into FL Studio. I started rapping. It came out in one go. I'm telling you, I was dancing, I was smiling. I was having such a moment. Like immediately, I didn't even mix it or anything. Like, I just had the auto-tune, the compressor, the EQ. I bounced it, and then I slowed it down, and I went outside. I live near a park, a really nice park. I went out, I had my earphones in, and I was watching the stars, listening to it on repeat. Oh my God, that was like, it was such a magical moment for me. And that's also when I realized that what this sound was going to be and what this project was going to be. You know, that this hypnotic, this lovely sound. It sounded so good, because I was also looking to make a project for a long time. I was looking to make a project that really sounded good, because I feel like a lot of my music can be harsh sometimes. A lot of my other music can be harsh. So I was looking for something that was a bit more pleasing to the ear, without being your typical mainstream pleasing to the ear shit. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like this was like the perfect cross between something that's still super experimental, but also something that's easy to listen to and that you can really, really, really enjoy. So yeah, that was Love Music. And after that, I went back into the studio, and then I made Pop Your Shit, the third track on the album. I just had so much fun after making Love Music. I had to make another one, you know, and then I made Pop Your Shit. And I was just having fun in that song, you know what I'm saying? So
that's
yeah.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
How do you balance experimenting with your sound and music with staying true to it, to your own sound, you know? Because as you said before, this project differs from your earlier work.
Yeah. So how do I continue experimenting but stay true to myself?
Yeah.
I guess it starts by me believing that I can never not be true to myself. I was telling my friend this the other day that you will always, no matter what, if you make music, it's always going to be from your perspective. Like, even if you're trying your hardest to copy somebody, you're copying what you think that they are. You know what I'm saying? You're copying how you perceive them. So I always believe that if I get into the studio and I'm telling my story, or at least I'm trying to be authentic to myself, I will always be true to my sound, and I will always be true to myself in one way or another. So it's not really something I think about too much. I just try to make the thing first, and then I decide. You know, I try to make what I like. I try to make things that I enjoy. I put elements into the music that make me passionate about music. I rap about the things that I like to rap about, and then it comes out as something authentic, usually.
Got it. What does that mixing and mastering process look like for you?
It starts with the mixing process starts with the recording. If you're not already thinking about the mix while you're recording, then especially if you record on your own or record by yourself, you have to make sure that your setup is right, make sure that your gain levels are right. I like to make sure that my vocals are very loud, but I should be able to scream without it clipping. And then after that, I make the track and whatever. And then usually I just bounce out the demo, like very basic, very raw. And then I listen to the track. I listen to my own music a lot. I listen. When I'm walking back home from school, when I'm walking out, when I'm doing anything, wherever, I'm listening, I'm checking, I'm listening, I'm checking.
On your headphones?
Yeah, on my earphones, on my headphones, whatever I have. And then I start making the adjustments. So I'll do like one big main mix. So I'll put in the compressor, equalizer. I'll make it like nice how it's supposed to be or whatever. And then I slowly start making the small adjustments. And this is where I feel like the real mix will come out, where you listen to it again. Okay, vocals too loud, you turn it down. You listen to it again. Okay, now they're too quiet. You turn it back up again just a little bit. Okay, now they're too loud again. Okay, you turn it down. Okay, now you hear this. Reverb's too loud. Okay, put the reverb down. Okay, too much delay. Turn the feedback down a little bit. Like, the small adjustments for me are what really bring out the beauty in the mix. But at a certain point, you also have to let it go, and that's the hard part. But at least
what's the longest you've sat on a mix, on one particular mix? And what song?
At least on the project, it was Yin and Yang. I mixed that shit 10,000 times, I swear to God. But I also recorded it like 3 times, because I recorded it like shit. The first time, the recording was, I felt like my vocal take was so beautiful, I didn't want to give up on it. But at a certain point, I realized I couldn't save it because it sounded so terrible, and it was really taken away from the quality of the song. So I recorded it again. That one also wasn't good. And then I recorded it again. And then I mixed that one like 6-7 times. I did not do that. I mixed it like 6-7 times. And then
this edit is gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
right now.
I ended up doing like 9 mixes on that shit. It took so long, but it was worth it because I feel like it's one of the best mixes on the project. It sounds so beautiful. It sounds so beautiful. So like putting in all that work was definitely worth it.
I got one final question.
Yeah.
It is, what advice can you give to artists just starting their journey?
I would say take the long road. And that might sound like counterproductive advice. But there's an easy way to do things and there's a hard way to do things. And
in what aspects?
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. Like with me trying to create my own sounds and me just producing, for an example, I would have been so stuck if I was reliant on other people for beats. Not only would my sound have been more boxed in to things that other people have already established a lot more, I would not have the freedom to create at will. I would be relying on people to send me shit, or I'd come across something maybe on YouTube or on through one of my channels.
And hoping that it fits your vibe right now.
Exactly. Because I sat down and I taught myself how to produce, even though it's it's probably not the most efficient thing to do. It took me how long? I've been producing since 2019. That's 6 years. It took me 6 years to get to a place where I feel like I can actually make what I want. That's a long fucking time. But the investment is 1,000% worth it. So I think like doing the hard thing, you know, learning how sound works, learning how music works, learning a little bit of music theory is not necessary, but even just, you know, a little bit like, and this is also applicable to like all art forms. Like, try not to take shortcuts. Like, take your time. What you're doing is important. Remember that, and treat it like it is. Treat it like it's a diamond. Like it's the most important thing you'll ever do. You know, give it that respect, and the art form will eventually respect you back.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.